Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in, temperature-controlled, high-end wine bar. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting bar. There's only one place to go for all your needs for wine, beer, spirits, and cigars. Wall-to-wall wine and spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln.
Hi everyone, Kendall Warnock with A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. If you're looking for an automotive repair facility you can genuinely trust, we would be grateful for the opportunity to earn your business repairing your vehicle. We have ASE master technicians and qualified to work on a variety of vehicles from Hondas to Porsches, Jaguars to Toyotas, and Chevrolets to Fords. We pride ourselves on customer service and relationships, and we would be grateful for the opportunity to serve you. Give us a call at 402-477-4660. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
Be sure to check out the top-selling Recomp. Recomp helps build lean muscle and strength while decreasing body fat. Recomp is ideal for men and women of all ages trying to look their best. Recomp can only be found in Nutrition Authority. For info, visit mynutritionauthority.com.
Ready to score big with your projects? Look no further than Edward Stone, the MVP of natural stone for over 2 decades. Edward Stone is cranking out over 30,000 square feet every week and offers a winning lineup of over 70 quality natural veneer stone selections. Their unbeatable variety and experienced team will ensure your project is a success, whether it's a home renovation or a commercial build. And hey, they're not just about stone. They've got an all-star lineup of fireplaces, cast stone, brick, and much more. Swing by one of their locations in Lincoln or Omaha today and experience the Edward Stone difference, your reliable choice for over 20 years.
Go Hog Wild Pit Barbecue.
It's hard to choose a favorite at Hog Wild, but I'd have to say it's their award-winning ribs. Hog Wild buys their meat from those who share their high-quality standards, then hand rubs each slab with their famous seasoning blend and slow smokes them over hickory each and every day for flavor and tenderness you're gonna keep coming back for. Order online at GoHogWild.com. Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, 3210 Cornhusker Highway in Lincoln.
But don't be late, we close at 8.
Hey, it's Jake Sorensen. Tune in this Thursday, August 22nd, for Early Break live from the brand new Ruhlman Steakhouse in Ashland. We'll sample food throughout the broadcast and show off the newest steakhouse in the area this Thursday for Early Break live from Ruhlman Steakhouse in Ashland.
Rosie Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road. Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
If you're a homeowner or a business owner, you have a lot of projects, and no one has an unlimited budget or time. Sunbelt Rentals makes all jobs less stressful with no need to purchase large equipment or hire a crew. You can do it yourself with rentals and everything from aerators and power rakes for spring yard work to stump grinders, concrete mixers, tile saws, and more. Check out their inventory in Lincoln, north of Cornhusker Highway on 56th Street, or online at sunbeltrentals.com.
Drinking and driving causes serious harm to friends, family members, and loved ones. In 2021, 65 people were killed in Nebraska by a car crash involving a drunk driver. Do not drink and drive. By drinking less, you can still be here for your loved ones. If you or loved one is looking for help, find a treatment facility near you at findtreatment.gov. For immediate support, call, text, or chat 988.
Brought to you by Nebraska DHHS in partnership with SAMHSA.
Early Break with Sip and Jake.
I tried to get in the car down in Dallas. Tried to get in the guy. The guy was in the car. The guy in the car. I got a big gulp and some. And I got a big.
around.
Trying to get the guy. I opened the door. The guy's looking at me like, "What the hell are you doing?"
You're lucky you look congenial.
And I kind of look like CY.
Yeah.
See, same car. See it. And
Early Break with Sip and Jake from 6 to 8 every weekday morning on 93.7 The Ticket. Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America. This is Old School, sponsored by the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese. Broadcasting veteran Derek Pearson
When you find something that moves them, that makes them smile, celebrate it. That's your task. That's your superpower.
Nebraska Football Hall of Famer Jay Foreman.
Rifles a pass. It was tipped. It's picked off by Foreman. He's at the 15, 10, 5. He'll score!
On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Happy Monday, everybody. DP, Austin Orman, Jay Foreman will join us in the 5 o'clock hour. Lots to talk about from a busy sports weekend and some news from Huskerville. Good news and not so good news across the way. 402-464-5685 is the Starter Heyman text line. If you want to be a part of what we're doing, jump on in. You want to follow us on the live video stream, Facebook, YouTube, X, and Allo, channel 961. We appreciate everybody for hanging out with us. Austin Norman, would you please, kind sir, let them know about the Mercado?
Gladly, our friends from Certified Piedmontese. Mercado has every type of meat and every type of cut. I would say 2 Lincoln locations, but Jay Foreman said there's a third one. That third location, 84th and Old Cheney. A lot of construction going on there, but still check it out. The other 2 locations wide open for you, 84th and Havelock and 30th and Yankee Hill, as well as our Omaha friends, listeners, viewers, whatever you count yourself, 168th and Maple. Stop by today.
Our text line, y'all are some vinegarish people. Texter said this, DP, would you quickly replace one of your hosts with Colin Cowherd? Depends on what you're asking. You have to ask me more details. You have to give me more details. Same money?
If you get
same money?
Okay, Colin.
Right? Same money. Same money. Or what is the money? What is he asking for? And when does he want to work? Because Colin's he's not gonna work, just every shift, any shift. Like I'm pretty sure he's gonna want a prime spot. But remember that before you assume that I fired all the national hosts. I thought the local folks presented more to the local fans than the national folks did. So normally the answer would be yes, I would keep the local talent unless the national talent was willing to come in and localize their content.
That simple.
But by most metrics, we have national talent on this station right now. By most metrics, we have national talent. But we do local programming, and we have local conversations. I'm supposed to go cover UFC. That's a worldwide talent. WWE, worldwide talent. NFL. Listen, I got us into the Super Bowl. That wasn't because there was a Lincoln, Nebraska team playing.
That's
not what it was. Big Ten Media, all the other stations from around the country like our talent. Now, if Colin is willing to move to Lincoln, Nebraska, or make himself available, then yeah, we'd consider it. Right?
You'd have to.
Right. He says, yeah, if you hired Colin, if you hired Cowherd, I would no longer be a fan. Yeah, that's the thing, right? That and here's the entry. Austin, we can go back in time a little bit. When I first got here, the question was, why are you here? Well, I wasn't here for sports radio. I was here because my wife wanted to move here and I was going to retire. But it didn't mean that I didn't have connections, talent.
Mm-hmm.
And then somebody said, "Hey, do you want to do sports radio?" Sure. Okay. You want me to talk 2 hours a day? Okay, I can talk sports 2 hours a day. Wasn't a matter of pay. Wasn't a matter of time of day. 2 hours to talk sports will keep DP sane. Sure. Cool. Because otherwise I would have retired and just yelled at Scott Frost from the 40-yard line. What are you doing? I don't understand. That doesn't make any sense. That's terrible.
You would have never yelled that in the Scott Frost era, DP.
Oh,
never.
Not in front of you. Not in front of you, I didn't. But to bring in national talent, because when I got here, there was people who didn't know me. And I could just say, listen, it's not that I don't know sports. And it's not like I didn't know Nebraska sports. I just didn't live here. I mean, I will share pictures of me in D.C. and in Houston before I moved here rocking Nebraska gear. Literally at my federal agency job, I'm in a government building rocking Husker gear.
Go Big Red.
In 2016, 2017, 2018. So I was aware, but I knew people who were Huskers. And so we had that thing. Then it became COVID time, and quite frankly, there wasn't much local to talk about. So we could sit and have the same off-season conversations, or I could have people come on and tell stories about the things that we loved. And so that's what we did. And you go, okay. And I was going to learn. I was going to learn the inner workings of Lincoln, Nebraska, and Husker athletics. Nebraska's history. And the more I learned, the more I was like, okay, I can get with this. Now, we have the ability. And listen, there'll be some national things that go on the station. NFL. We're going to have live NFL games 5 days a week. 5 days a week. Now, we're still going to stream local content. And you will have to choose between on the app or on the website what you want to listen to. Because on the brick and mortar in the car, it's going to be NFL football on Sundays. But you can go to the app and hear local athletes. You can go hear local programming. Same for Monday night. Same for Thursday night. Same for Friday night high school football. And if you want local programming during Husker games. Now, we know of the 12 games, 7 are at home. So people are that's what they're going to do. They're going to be at games and it'll be listening. Okay, but what about the away games? Well, Husker Hub, we can do that.
You got space for it.
Right
here.
And we can put actual football games on the brick and mortar and still stream live from the broadcast studio.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So we can continue to do that. That's but to say that we're not national, there's not national talent here. Now, you guys could call me if Golick decides to move to Lincoln, Nebraska. There's some, I'll ask this, Austin, because there are guys out there who don't live here, but who have some Nebraska tie, who would like to do shows. So George Foster, who played in the NFL, played next to Dominic Raiola, played for Omaha, the Omaha Beef, knows the state, knows the area. Well, he wants to do a show here. And he's as connected nationally as anybody.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to make that decision. What do you do? And I'm loyal to a fault, some would say, with my guys. Like the people who are here. I'm loyal to it. But just when Adam Carricker becomes available, Amon Green becomes available, you make room.
Hard to say no.
Hey, you make room. Eric Strickland becomes available. Make room. Make room. That's how it works. Go get you some talent. And that's what we'll do. I do want to do this. We'll go to break. When we come back, Austin, I do want to. I'm gonna stir the Kool-Aid. I'm gonna stir the Kool-Aid today.
Mixing sugar in or salt in?
Oh, listen. This is the first purely Kool-Aid hype segment I've done yet. This is one where I'm going to stir the Kool-Aid. Tasty, red Kool-Aid. I hope you're ready. Get your IVs ready. This is not sipping Kool-Aid. This is pour the pitcher, over your whole face and let the ice cubes run down Kool-Aid. This is plug it into your veins and let it just breathe into you. I'll give you a reason why you can start to get excited about Nebraska football if you already aren't. And if you're already excited, buckle up. DP, Austin Norman, Jay Foreman coming up in a little bit here on Old School 93.7 The Ticket.
You're listening to Old School with DP and J. Download the mobile app and listen wherever you are on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and Truck Month is back. We have absolutely gigantic savings right now at Koppel. They are offering $12,500 off on select new pickups. That is not a mistake. You heard right. $12,500 off list price right now on select new pickups. Those discounted units, though, will not last long. These are all manager specials. You have to come in now, so hurry in down 144th Street or shop online at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did. Stock number G356093 must trade.
Go Hog Wild Pit Barbecue.
It's hard to choose a favorite at Hog Wild, but I'd have to say it's their award-winning ribs. Hog Wild buys their meat from those who share their high-quality standards, then hand rubs each slab with their famous seasoning blend and slow smokes them over hickory each and every day for flavor and tenderness you're gonna keep coming back for. Order online at GoHogWild.com. Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, 3210 Cornhusker Highway in Lincoln.
But don't be late, we close at 8.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
Serve Nebraska is inviting you to help thank volunteers for their service to our communities. The Step Forward Awards are Nebraska's highest awards for volunteer service, and you can show your appreciation for their hard work by attending the awards luncheon coming up on October 4th in Omaha. To register, visit serve.nebraska.gov and click Register Now. Made possible by sponsors like Omaha Public Power District. Paid for by Serve Nebraska, aired by the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstoRats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats. Ready to score big with your projects? Look no further than Edward Stone, the MVP of natural stone for over 2 decades. Edward Stone is cranking out over 30,000 square feet every week and offers a winning lineup of over 70 quality natural veneer stone selections. Their unbeatable variety and experienced team will ensure your project is a success, whether it's a home renovation or a commercial build. And hey, they're not just about stone. They've got an all-star lineup of fireplaces, cast stone, brick, and much more. Swing by one of their locations in Lincoln or Omaha today and experience the Edward Stone difference, your reliable choice for over 20 years.
I'm softball player Jordy Ball, and my schedule can get a little hectic. From softball practices to going to class, traveling for games, spending time with family, and catching up with friends, I am always on the go. I want a bank that can help me from anywhere, but also be there when I need them. That's Midwest Bank. They have the same mobile banking technology as those big banks, but have that hometown feel that I like every time I walk through the doors. They make banking easy no matter where I am. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank.
Hey Husker Nation, this is Todd Euler, 2-time national champion, here to talk to you about Window World Lincoln. At Window World, we specialize in replacement windows, doors, siding, and roofing. Whether you're looking to enhance the beauty of your home or increase its energy efficiency, we've got you covered. And here's the best part. We offer the best for less. Our team is dedicated to providing top quality products and exceptional service at affordable prices. We want to earn your business and make your home improvement dreams a reality. So why wait? Contact Window World Lincoln today at 464-7313 or visit our website at windowworldlincoln.com. Window World Lincoln, where quality meets affordability.
Rosie Sports Bar and Grill, Open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road.
Your child was embarrassed when you arrived at their basketball game. 75% of parents or guardians report current alcohol use. Drinking alcohol can cause harm to children and loved ones. By drinking less, your child will be excited to see you at their basketball game. If you or a loved one is looking for help, find a treatment facility near you at findtreatment.gov. For immediate support, call, text, or chat 988.
Brought to you by Nebraska DHHS in partnership with SAMHSA.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Clear skies expected this evening, but cloud cover will move in by the overnight hours into tomorrow morning. We'll drop down to a low of 63. Expect scattered showers and thunderstorms to be in the area tomorrow. This should help to hold our temps down to around 80 degrees. It will be slightly breezy, a south wind at 10 to 15. I'm meteorologist Tim Wright for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Shopping for new flooring is different today. Getting your questions answered, making the right selection, getting the best value, and installed quickly and professionally. Visit ostreetcarpet.com or shop our store. We'll answer all your questions and help you make the right choice. You'll be enjoying your new floor in just days for less than you'd pay elsewhere. Carpet, vinyl, wood, laminate, tile, and area rugs. We've got it all.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
Back to old school with DP and J on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back. Segment 2, Old School DP. Austin Norman, Jay Foreman, the OG CJ says, "Up DP, anyone that says we don't have national talent, just look to the guy next to you." Austin Norman. Did you send him his check? Checks in the mail?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I should be on the way. Should be on the way.
Yeah.
CJ, you're my guy. Appreciate you.
OG, Jay will be here at 5 o'clock. Bo Lever, so yeah, we got you drinking Kool-Aid again. Here's the thing. That here's the part that in this time of year, and you're 2 weeks out. So, okay. But the things you know and the things you don't know, the things you control and the things you don't control. You don't control injury. So when you're speaking of talent and what you expect to see, injuries play a part of it, but you have no idea what the injuries are. You know, not the degree, not the player, none of that.
The week.
Right? Like you losing starting tackles, losing backup linemen, losing in my mind, your most talented, unique defender in Javen Wright. And I think he was the unicorn. He was the Terrell Farley version of do everything, anything defender, playmaking defender, right? Who could blitz you, get a pick six, get a scoop and score, could run fit, do all those things. And while there are other players that will have some success fulfilling those things, they're not 6'5", 225 pounds of Javen Wright. You know, generational freak when it comes to this football thing.
They might not be Javen wrong, but they're not Javen right either.
Right. It is a thing, right? And we knew this, like I knew the story, and Buddha, we're rooting for you, brother. Mm-hmm. You know, for all that, just a good young man. Again, was a member of the original Pioneers group of football players with Norrie, Brant Banks, Chancellor Brewington, and Javen Buddha Wright, who would come in and do program and open the pathway for a lot of student athletes to get the opportunity. Buddha was a part of that. And Noel Polo Gates, got to shout him out as well. For guys that would do that. But since you don't control those things, you can only speak about what you have. And there's a young man that has been added to Nebraska's roster. And I'm going to say this from a talent level standpoint. And you're looking for players who the moment of big moments in the Big Ten won't be too big for them. And there's not a lot of players that you can say, oh, well, yeah, I can see them competing at that level on a consistent, regular basis. But there's a player on the Husker team who played next to, right? He played, the running back on this team was Blake Corum. Chris Braswell from Alabama. All everything, right? Dominic Bailey, Tennessee. Jordan Tolles from LSU. Michael Statham from Pitt. The guy Hill Green from Michigan. Ja'Kai Green from Maryland. Bryce Johnson from Buffalo. And Emmanuel Balogan from Marshall. And this player was every bit of the factor. While Corum was the player of the year in the conference and in the state that they were in, this player resonated. Now, I can tell you from this space that having a playmaker who is not too big, who's not too small for the moment, as Mr. Go 30 says, he's an athlete. The moment wasn't too big, right? That to know that this young man is here, and the fact that he chose Nebraska because he was somewhere else first. But before he was at Wake Forest doing his thing, he was a multi-sport high school athlete at a factory. At a factory. That one school put 11 players into Division I that year. 11 seniors from the same class all went D1. And then 6 of them played in the Under Armour All-American Bowl. 6 from the same school.
That's just silly. That's just silly.
This team was the number 4 team in the country. And let me tell you, Austin, their schedule looked like ESPN high school football from week to week. Like when they would travel across country and take on Mater Day, they would take on DeMatha, they would play like
you name them, they face
right,
them.
like yeah, like if it's a factory, they played them. And oh, by the way, you know how sometimes at Nebraska, a football, like a thing will happen in basketball where they'll need an athlete to fill in.
Mm-hmm.
And usually it's some football player who used to be actually really pretty good, right? Brandon Banks, right? Right?
Mm-hmm.
What if I told you that this guy was an all-Met caliber basketball player in Washington, D.C.?
I would take a player like that.
At 6'4", 215 pounds of lockdown defender and slasher scorer on the number 9 basketball team in the country.
I would say I'm probably pretty glad we have that guy at Nebraska now, is what I might say.
Right. So if you describe athletes and you say, listen, I just want to point out that Nebraska has on its roster an absolute killer. One of the great playmaking players at his position in the country. Playmaker. Listen, I've been quiet about it because one, so my buddy, shout out Cabell Philpott, a Wake Forest alum, who just went in deep about this young man because he was thrilled that they got him at Wake Forest. And 2 600-plus yard seasons, 1 year with 9 touchdowns received, and none of them cakewalk touchdowns. These are all playmaker plays. Called him the best ball tracking receiver Wake Forest has had in 20 years. Whew. More contested catches in the ACC than anybody in Wake Forest history. At 6'4". By the way, Austin, this young man started his high school career in a little place called Arlington, Virginia.
Hey. Hello.
At Bishop Dennis J. O'Connell High School in Arlington, Virginia, before transferring to St. Francis Prep Academy in Baltimore.
I looked up St. Francis, and that is a roster of notable
roster.
That
is the correct way to say it. Because Jamal Banks is a dude. And here's the thing. When you can call, it's one thing to talk to other players and to talk to his current coaches. But when you talk to his coaches from then, and then the guys who coached against them, when they tell you that we didn't have an answer for him, and then they tell you why, that the phrase that Matt Rule used about this year's roster and what was required for them to have success was that they have to outwork and outcompete everybody every play. And then when you have a wide receiver at 6'4", 215 pounds, who is a multi-sport star and who's done it at the national level in 2 sports, then went and had that same sort of success in the ACC. And then to put him with an all-level talent quarterback, and to understand that what Nebraska has missed for all but Trey Palmer year is a superb, supreme, playmaking big receiver who will take your short yardage, back shoulder, fade, skinny post for points, 50-50 ball in time of first down, not afraid to go down the middle because he has the size to bang you out, and then punish the safety and finish by putting his head next to the goalpost. And to have his opponents' coaches say, Matt Rule has one. Matt Rule has one. Because that's been the question about the receiver group, that, yeah, you've got Lloyd, you've got some dudes. But to find out that there is a 1A in the building, there's a 1A in the building who stalks making plays. He's not waiting for you to make plays. He's not doing anything other than stalking big plays. And to have those coaches from the athletic conference in the middle of the DMV tell you, Nebraska has a problem, and his name is Jamal Banks.
Makes you feel pretty good. Watched some film on him late last week just to kind of remind myself of him. And maybe he's got it in him. You didn't see a lot of the Trey Palmer breakaway speed or the run after catch like Nayor does. But what I saw from Jamal Banks, DP, was the work, was the consistency. Pro Football Focus College said he was the most targeted receiver in the ACC without a drop last year.
Say that again. So
targeted receiver in the ACC without a drop last year. 88 targets, 0 drops, ends up with 59 catches on those 88 targets. Again, no drops, which is pretty incredible in its own right.
And 21 of those catches were contested.
There you go. That's about 1 in 3 contested catches. And that, to me, when you say big play, I think a lot of people are going to have explosive play, are going to have long touchdown in their head. And I'm not saying he's not capable of that, but what I'm saying, what I take away from you saying big play is important play. It's 3rd and 7. What's Dylan Raiola, Heinrich Harburg's first read? Jamal Banks, right? So I think he is an important play guy because of his consistency.
Red zone
terror.
Absolute beast.
Monster.
And here's the thing. if Nebraska develops its run game and you can pull the eyes of a safety on a play action, him in the outer third is undefendable. That's the phrase.
The takeaway
from DeMatha's head coach that, listen,
hello,
we never uncapped him when he lined up in the outer third. Sometimes we would exhale when he went into motion because at least we had linebackers to fill. But we couldn't run with him. We were only going to try to stop him. Outer third against a corner, a mortal corner. If they took the cap, he would back shoulder him to pieces.
Mm-hmm.
If it was contested and they said in the red zone that he had 7 balls in the red zone that he caught for touchdowns, where he was there were at least 2 defenders within a yard and a half.
Mm-hmm.
It gives me hope that Dylan Raiola has another weapon, a legitimate weapon. And you just, before I want to hype him, I want to talk to people that knew him. And they're like, oh, bruh, you got one.
And I think that's important for the rest of the roster and the wide receiver room as well, DP, because if he comes in as the unquestioned one, does his job every snap, don't have to worry about him, mature young man, ready to go, that makes life simpler for everybody else. They don't have to worry about getting moved to his position because, hey, guess what? Jamal Banks is there.
That's his job, bro. That's his job. Well, I mean, think about that. That if you know that in 2 of the key positions you have your 1A, it's cool that you've got Daniel Kalen and Heinrich Harburg to back up, but you have a 1A. It's cool that you have you have Lloyd and Isaiah, and okay, but you got to do that in critical moments with all the pressure in the world. Not only can he get open, but he's the best ball tracker on the team and the best competitor for the ball because, again, he's not putting it on the turf. He's not dropping it. He's doing it in traffic. It's a thing to get excited about because it gives Dylan Raiola a weapon. It gives Satterfield's got a weapon. He's got a guy, especially for Nebraska fans. Instead of settling for 3s, you've got an absolute touchdown maker in the red zone. Oh, let's go. Let's go. Inject it into my veins, I tell you. We'll throw the break. More Old School when we come back.
Watch Old School live on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. Old School with DP and J on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Load up on meat and more this summer at the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese at 84th and Havelock. This week's specials through August 20th is buy 2 New York strips, get 2 free, limit of 4. Also, $2 off all nuts. Location at 84th and Havelock and 30th and Yankee Hill in Lincoln or 168th and Maple in Omaha. Get to the Mercado today for the best meat in town.
Ready to score big with your projects? Look no further than Edward Stone, the MVP of natural stone for over 2 decades. Edward Stone is cranking out over 30,000 square feet every week and offers a winning lineup of over 70 quality natural veneer stone selections. Their unbeatable variety and experienced team will ensure your project is a success, whether it's a home renovation or a commercial build. And hey, they're not just about stone. They've got an all-star lineup of fireplaces, cast stone, brick, and much more. Swing by one of their locations in Lincoln or Omaha today and experience the Edward Stone difference, your reliable choice for over 20 years.
In today's digital landscape, the security of your business is non-negotiable. That's why you need better cybersecurity solutions. At Hamilton, we make it our business to protect your network, data, and digital assets with the latest in cybersecurity technology. Our dedicated team of experts has the technology in place to protect what matters most to you and your business. Stay ahead of cyber threats with better cybersecurity protection. Hire Hamilton at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
You've seen them come and go. Franchise testosterone clinics that pop up and then whoosh, they're gone. These franchise clinics quickly find out it's not easy to compete with Limitless Male. Limitless is locally owned and operated with a flawless protocol that has elevated them to be the best in men's testosterone replacement and sexual performance. By adding GLP-1s, our patients are losing weight in a healthy way. To feel your optimal best, schedule a free consult at limitlessmale.com.
I'm softball player Jordy Ball, and my schedule can get a little hectic. From softball practices to going to class, traveling for games, spending time with family, and catching up with friends, I am always on the go. I want a bank that can help me from anywhere, but also be there when I need them. That's Midwest Bank. They have the same mobile banking technology as those big banks, but have that hometown feel that I like every time I walk through the doors. They make banking easy no matter where I am. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank.
Attention! For a limited time, Acres is offering 1.9% for 60 months on remaining 22 and 23 John Deere combines. This extraordinary low interest rate, along with Acres' discounted pricing, allows you to upgrade your equipment before harvest and lock in incredible savings. And with Acres' A-plus support package included, you'll be up and running throughout the harvest season. Act now. This special rate won't last long. Visit acres.com for details. That's AKRS.com.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports is quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
LES is proud to be powered by your family, your friends, your neighbors, local people serving local people. Learn more about what a career at LES can offer you at les.com/careers.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstoRats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats.
Back to old school with DP and J on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Final segment of hour one. DP, Austin Orman, Jay Foreman on the way. So don't fret. Don't fret. Again, we're talking about Mr. Banks, Jamal Banks, wide receiver. And again, it's just because being able to get validation and verification from folks whose opinions I trust and who's actually coached against or coached with the young man. And then for them to speak into it from a volume and frequency where they're all saying the same thing, like you got to do. Now, Bubba asked this question in the text line. I'm going to go ahead and read it. It says, my question about the receiver, though, is the ACC talent that he went against last year comparable to Big Ten talent he's going to go against this year? I'm high on the kid as well. I just didn't watch a lot of ACC football last year to know what their DP and safety talent is in that conference. Yeah.
He saw some dudes.
Yeah. Yeah. Do we not recognize in the Midwest that North Carolina, Clemson, Miami, Florida State all produce high quality defensive backs for the NFL? Do we not get that?
Let's pull up Wake Forest schedule from last year and go through it here.
Yep.
Okay. So Wake Forest football 2023. All right.
Uh-huh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. They beat Elon.
Uh-huh.
They beat Vanderbilt.
He did have 2 touchdowns against Elon.
Good. Dominating inferior competition.
Yep.
Beat Old Dominion.
Yep.
Georgia Tech. You played Clemson.
Yep.
This guy, you might have heard, Nate Wiggins.
Yep. A little bit.
Got drafted.
A little bit.
Very highly.
Yep.
Virginia Tech.
Yep.
Up and coming.
Yep.
Program.
Yep.
You go to Pittsburgh. Narduzzi's is still a good defensive mind.
Right.
Florida State.
Yep.
That was a good team last year. Duke.
Yep.
And then you had NC State, which is basically Iowa of the ACC.
You just
right now.
said a lot of bowl game teams.
Yep.
Is what you said.
Notre Dame.
Yeah, bowl game.
And Syracuse.
Yeah, you're just talking a lot of bowl game people.
Yeah, he saw some dudes.
And had several 2 touchdowns, several 100-yard plus games. And then when you go to watch the highlights or watch the game film, and you don't have to watch just his highlights, watching him block in the ACC was also another thing, right?
Yes. So against Clemson, 8 catches, 55 yards.
You would take that, right?
Florida State, 4 for 43.
Take it.
Notre Dame, 5 for 35.
Take it.
Duke, 5 for 52.
Take it.
Virginia Tech, 4 for 43.
Take it.
So only one 100-yard game, but the only game he didn't have a catch in was North Carolina State. Otherwise, he was there making a pretty consistent impact. And I think it goes to what you were saying, what I said as well, is that he's not Mr. Take the top off the defense, at least not how he was used at Wake Forest.
Right.
But he's going to make an impact in every game somehow, some way.
To give Dylan Raiola and this quarterback room a large, aggressive, effective target, especially in the red zone, that you can combo off of it as well, right? So to get in full, to understand what you're getting is a guy who can make plays for you, can make plays for you in critical mass and critical moments. And I'll say this. I was telling Austin this during the break. O'Connell and St. Francis basically give me the best 3 programs in the state of Nebraska. Football.
Westside and Bell West are up there right now. And then it's kind of pick your flavor of the month. I mean, I would probably give the edge to Millard South as a team. In terms of program, I don't know. Gretna's up there.
Are they top
up and
20
down,
in the
North's
country?
up in there.
Are they top 20 in the country?
Probably not.
Right.
Westside's probably the closest right now.
So Westside would fit with the program that he was originally at in O'Connell. But him moving to St. Francis, again, in a space where your teammate roster looks like a college all-star game, and then your production matches that number. Nebraska has a guy, and you need a build-around foundational guy. Playmaker, when things get sticky, somebody that you can go to with size and mass and playmaking ability, great hands, and high athletic IQ. That's what you have in young Mr. Banks. We'll throw the break. 5 o'clock hour coming up here on Old School.
You're listening to Old School with DP and J. Download the mobile app and listen wherever you are on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Over 75% of the patients that come to Limitless Male have been told over and over again by their primary care providers that their testosterone level is fine. Guess what? If you have all the symptoms of low testosterone, you're not fine. Come get a second opinion at Limitless Male. We have helped tens of thousands of men feel optimal again, and we can help you. Stop waiting. Come see the men's health experts. Book your free consult online at limitlessmale.com.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait. Apply now.
93.7 The Ticket. Fox KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Clear skies expected this evening, but cloud cover will move in by the overnight hours into tomorrow morning. We'll drop down to a low of 63. Expect scattered showers and thunderstorms to be in the area tomorrow. This should help to hold our temps down to around 80 degrees. It will be slightly breezy, a south wind at 10 to 15. I'm meteorologist Tim Wright for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
You already know that Select Plumbing takes care of all your plumbing needs, including water heaters, faucet repairs, leaks, drips, sump pumps, and more. Now, they're able to help you with your heating and air conditioning as well. Select Plumbing has recently expanded into residential heating and air, and they're excited to bring this new service to their complete list of plumbing services. Call to book an appointment today at 402-560-6197 or go to selectplumbinginc.com, serving Lincoln, Seward, Milford, and the surrounding areas.
LES is proud to be powered by your family, your friends, your neighbors, local people serving local people. Learn more about what a career at LES can offer you at les.com/careers.
Hey guys, it's Bill Bush. Next Ag Appraisal and Realty has opened a new location in Pender, Nebraska, in addition to their office in Lincoln. The real estate world can be confusing, so why wouldn't you want an expert helping you every step of the way? If you're looking to buy or sell farmland in Nebraska, Kansas, or Iowa, give Ethan Sorensen a call today at 402-380-0432 or visit them online at nextagrealestate.com. Next Ag Appraisal and Realty with locations in Lincoln and now Pender, Nebraska.
Hey, it's Jake Sorensen. Tune in this Thursday, August 22nd for Early Break Live from the brand new Ruhlman Steakhouse in Ashland. We'll sample food throughout the broadcast and show off the newest steakhouse in the area this Thursday for Early Break Live from Ruhlman Steakhouse in Ashland.
Attention! For a limited time, Acres is offering 1.9% for 60 months on remaining 22 and 23 John Deere combines. This extraordinary low interest rate, along with Acres' discounted pricing, allows you to upgrade your equipment before harvest and lock in incredible savings. And with Acres' A-plus support package included, you'll be up and running throughout the harvest season. Act now. This special rate won't last long. Visit acres.com for details. That's AKRS.com.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
It's the fall sports season, and that means that the school year is back in session and you're planning road trips for Nebraska football games and following your kids around to their different events. Stop telling yourself you'll upgrade your car someday and do it now. Mullen Motors Lot is full of great vehicles to take home so you don't have to worry about your current car struggling through another season. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Lake and find your next ride. As your fall schedule gets busy, you'll need a reliable way to get to your destinations. Mullen Motors.
No taglines, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
Garage doors can be expensive. Are you keeping yours in the best condition possible? This is Cameron Hall with Doors Plus. Doors Plus is a locally owned business that prides itself on the fast, reliable, and friendly service. Doors Plus offers flexible scheduling so you can book an appointment that fits your busy day. My team and I will come out to your property, both commercial and residential, and provide you with the necessary information you need to make sure your garage door is in working and smooth condition. Give Doors Plus a call today at 402-590-5800 to book an appointment and learn more about our preventative maintenance plans. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
On the block with Strick and Austin.
The kicker from Iowa, I don't know. What's his name?
Yeah, what's his name?
What's his name?
What's his name?
Help me!
No, you need to give the name for your boy.
I don't know.
Tory Taylor.
Tory Taylor.
Yeah, and you didn't say that.
That's what I meant.
It's how you said.
But I said Iowa.
But you didn't get the guy's name.
But what does
We're
that
asking
mean?
for the name.
I gave the team and the player.
You did not give the player. You gave the team and the position.
This is a cheat.
Weekdays from 2 to 4 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America. This is Old School. Sponsored by the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese. Broadcasting veteran Derek Pearson.
When you find something that moves them, that makes them smile, celebrate it. That's your task. That's your superpower.
Nebraska Football Hall of Famer Jay Foreman.
Rifles a pass. It was tipped. It's picked off by Foreman. He's at the 15, 10, 5. He'll score!
On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
I always know when the conversation is going to go in a different direction because anytime I can get Austin and go, oh boy,
Me and for a fun hour.
He kind of knows. Well, we've had these conversations, and so sometimes you just want to peel back the onion and get to a different layer with it. DP Austin Norman, Jay Foreman on the way. He'll join us shortly as well. 402-464-5685. If you want to be a part of what we're doing, you can follow us on the video streams, Facebook, YouTube, X, and Allo Channel 961. We appreciate you doing so. And Austin Orman, please, kind sir, let him know about the Mercado.
You see it below me on stream here in the bottom left as you look at the screen. Our good friends of the Mercado offer every type of meat, every type of cut, seasonings, spices, gelatos, all sorts of other stuff with 3 Lincoln locations, 2 of them on 84th Street at Havelock and Old Cheney, 1 at 30th and Yankee Hill, and also up at 168th Street in Omaha off of Maple.
So through all of this, and we've had Jay Foreman and I have bumped our head several times about the Big Ten Conference.
Really?
And I look, I'm an outsider looking in. And I know that sometimes people don't see the forest for the trees. And sometimes you cannot see past your boundary. But there is a position in the Big Ten Conference that is lacking. I got a text this weekend that I wasn't prepared for. And the text reads as follows. Outside of Tom Brady, why would an NFL team ever draft a Big Ten quarterback? And he says, pardon me, Brady, Breeze, Greasy. You don't count 1 year CJ Stroud.
Not yet.
And you only count Russell Wilson because he played for Wisconsin after he played in the ACC.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah. Braxton Miller didn't make it. Justin Fields is a work in progress. Do you give a shout out to the backup quarterback legend, Chad Henne?
No. No, you can't.
Antoine Randall?
No.
Troy Smith?
No, like it's really to put it in perspective. This is a bad quarterback. Listen,
Kerry Collins.
No, but you don't count. They weren't playing in the Big Ten when Kerry Collins was at Penn State. Can't claim him after the fact.
Hey, if the ACC is claiming Katie Ledecky's gold medals, why can't the Big Ten claim Kerry Collins?
I have issue with that as well. I have issue with that as well. Mind you, the question was, why would you draft a quarterback to the NFL from the Big Ten? Not what they did in the Big Ten, but what they did in the NFL. Blackledge, I don't think
his best contributions to the NFL have been in the booth.
Yeah, 100%. Kirk Cousins is the next thing, right? So that gives you 5, right?
Mm-hmm.
5. We don't count Blackledge. When did Penn State join the Big Ten?
Early 90s.
Early 90s. Okay. So who is the best Nebraska NFL career at quarterback? And DeWitt Ron says, do we get Joe Burrow?
Do we claim Easton Stick?
No. And like Vince
Can we pre-count Dylan Raiola?
No. No. It's 5, right? It's like and it is unanimous that Vince Ferragamo had the best NFL career amongst Nebraska quarterbacks. Oof.
Let's see Vince Ferragamo's NFL stats.
Okay, let's go.
See here.
And he looks good. He was active on social media this weekend. I guess his jersey was being honored. There was something that was happening.
Okay, so he played 10 NFL seasons.
Mm-hmm.
9 NFL seasons with the Los Angeles Rams, the Buffalo Bills, and the Green Bay Packers. He had a career record of 27-26. Completed 56% of his passes for 11,336 yards, 76 touchdowns, and 91 interceptions.
Dang! Vinny!
He did lead at this time I assume that's still the NFC in touchdown percentage in 1980. He led in sack percentage in 1982. No, in a good way. He got sacked the lowest percentage of time. And in 1983, he led the most fourth quarter comebacks of any starting quarterback.
Attaboy, Vinny.
Those are the highlights.
Attaboy. Texter says Jeff George. Those Jeff George numbers have some other discussions. Like they leave some other, right?
Jeff George, 131 games, 46-78, 27,600 yards, 154 touchdowns to 113 picks.
Ooh.
Led the league in passing in 97. Took the most sacks in 97. Also did that in 91 when he was still with Indy.
These are some ones, man. These are some ones, man.
Kyle Orton wasn't awful. Tells you all. Do you remember? Was it 2 months ago, 3 months ago? We had he's okay.
He's okay. He doesn't suck.
Kyle Orton is KO, not okay, but same gist.
He doesn't suck. Like this is like to say this, and again, the preface is that the question was, aside from Breeze, Brady, Greasy, etc., right? And it's a short list. We're talking about in the history of the Big Ten Conference
and the history of the NFL,
right? Why would you draft a Big Ten quarterback to have success in the NFL when, quite frankly, there hasn't been? I mean,
well, the best
Brady, Breeze, Greasy. Who else? Russell Wilson gets a year. So if you want to have
even
that,
Cousins, but all the best Big Ten quarterbacks in the NFL have been afterthoughts in the draft.
That really is a thing, isn't? I mean, aside from recent history, right?
Yeah.
Right.
CJ Stroud is TBD.
Right. That Ohio State quarterbacks
ain't been it.
Man, you got to go back. Like you got to go back. Right. Why would you? I mean, yeah, Art Schlichter makes Austin's skin turn red.
Starts crawling at the very mention. Seems like I walk out to the studio to reset.
He just grabs the tissue box and starts plowing through. Just Harbaugh. Yeah, but I mean,
game manager, not great.
Right. Like it's not. What are the Harbaugh numbers?
Oh, give me just a moment.
And he's in their Hall of Fame.
So Jim Harbaugh carved out a 14-season career. 177 games, 66-74, 26,000 passing yards.
66-74.
58.8% completion percentage, 129 tutties, 117 picks.
Man.
His best year was probably 95.
Are we really reaching for Elvis Gerbach?
Big Bang Hank does you one better. Carson Palmer.
Just seed your way through. No. Here's the thing. You're talking about Brady, Breeze, etc. Let's give the five names. And aside from the five names, that in the history of the Big Ten Conference, you're not producing NFL quarterbacks for high levels of success. So the question is a valid one. If you're going to draft a quarterback and you want more likely success, I mean, if you think of how many Big Ten quarterbacks got drafted, only 5 are ones that you would talk about building programs like sustainable Super Bowl success.
Okay, I have a list of the 32 NFL franchises pulled up here, DP, because Phil asks, he says, I mean, what conferences are exactly lighting it up with their NFL quarterbacks? Let's answer that question.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mahomes, Big 12. Lamar, ACC. Purdy, Big 12.
You're just going to have fun now, aren't you?
We're going to have fun. Caleb Williams,
You're going to light him up
Pac-12.
now. You have the look on your face. Everybody take cover.
Make it rain. Joe Burrow, SEC, gets credit for him. Josh Allen, Mountain West, stand up. Let's give the Broncos Bo Nix, Pac-12. Baker Mayfield, Big 12. Deshaun Watson, ACC. Justin Herbert, Pac-12. Anthony Richardson, SEC. Jaden Daniels, just named starter for the Commanders, SEC. Dak Prescott, SEC. Tua Tagovailoa, SEC. Jalen Hurts, SEC and Big 12. Hey, we get to
He's
Kirk Cousins.
dead already. He's dead already.
You know. Daniel Jones, ACC. Trevor Lawrence, ACC. Aaron Rodgers, Pac-12. Jared Goff, Pac-12. Jordan Love, Mountain West, stand up a second time.
Call it. Throw the damn towel.
Bryce Young,
throw
SEC.
The damn towel.
Matthew Stafford, SEC. Derek Carr, Mountain West, the third time. Geno Smith, Big East,
Big
I
East.
suppose.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh Steelers will either be Justin Fields or Russell Wilson, so I guess Big 12. CJ Stroud or Big 10. Will Levis, SEC. Sam Darnold, Pac-12.
What I had Ray with the question of the day. The Big Ten just grew. Can we claim all their new teams? You now get Oregon, USC. You get them all. You get
So
UCLA.
that adds Herbert and Williams.
UCLA, you get them all, bro.
But you also get Joey Harrington in that list.
You get Washington.
Matt Leinart.
You get them all.
You get Ryan Leaf.
Oh,
no, you don't. That's
so
Washington
good.
State. Just kidding.
That's so good. That's so good. Oh man. Wow. No, this was the thing. In being asked the question that you don't think about the Big Ten Conference that way. And to start to lean into receivers in the Big Ten, different conversation, right? Right? Because there's some Hall of Famers. If you're talking about running backs, still, right? Not terrible, but not what you would imagine for a flagship conference,
right?
Like the Big Ten Conference.
No,
when it comes to that, right?
Correct.
The real meat and potatoes of the Big Ten Conference are the big guys,
and tight ends,
right? Like it's the but I mean, still relative. You still have to say that there are a lot of tight ends that Hall of Fame guys that didn't come from the Big Ten Conference.
Correct.
Like the SEC and the Pac-12 and the ACC put together some pass catchers too. So to say that, but it just struck me as really odd that there was a short list of 5 or 6 top level quarterbacks from the Big Ten Conference, but then there is a huge dip. There's a huge dip of quarterback. And we did see today that, Dylan Raiola was selected for the preseason freshman All-American, which, hey, bravo. Like that's a thank you. Not sure how many previous Huskers won that award, the preseason All-America at quarterback. But to say that Vince Ferragamo had the best NFL career at quarterback of all Husker quarterbacks, right? Like that is, if you had asked me that, the Nebraska's name would resonate, but that's how many Husker quarterbacks have started in a Super Bowl? Is it just Ferragamo? Taggy didn't start for Green Bay in the Super Bowl. What am I missing? Right? That it's Ferragamo, right?
Believe so.
Oof. Like it really that the Big Ten Conference has not even produced that many starting quarterbacks in the Super Bowl.
Well, against Brady and Breeze.
Wilson,
if
you're going to count that, right?
Begrudgingly. Greasy Super Bowls?
Greasy, Breeze, Brady, Wilson. Because you got to remember, Bob Greasy went to Purdue, not Brian Greasy.
Right.
So, right?
Bob, yep.
Then, oh boy.
Oof.
Oh my goodness, Austin. Is that it? 4?
There's no way that's
Text
it.
line, help us out. It can't be that few. David Humm. Okay. But he didn't start. He didn't start for the Raiders in the Super Bowl. Played in it, but didn't start in it. Oh boy.
Where did Fran Tarkenton go to college?
Georgia.
Okay. He's out.
Georgia. Oh man, that can't.
So yeah, it was Terry Bradshaw versus Vince Ferragamo in '79.
Well, he was Louisiana Tech.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Trying to think of. I mean, Wisconsin, Russell Wilson and Wisconsin saving the day. But otherwise, oh boy, that's really a thing. Okay, here's what we're going to do. Let's go to
Jeff Hostetler.
Let's go to break. West Virginia
started at Penn State.
Let's go to break. Jay Foreman is in the building. Phil, work with us here. We said Tom Brady. We really did. We started this with Tom Brady. We really did. Jay's going to join us. We'll let him drive the conversation. I was just, wow, that is really a thing that the Big Ten Conference in quarterback play. All right. Yeah, Kerry did start one for the Giants. So we'll get a full number. Keep the numbers. Keep those ones coming in. And we'll come back to old school here on 93.7 The Ticket.
Watch Old School live on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. Old School with DP and J on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
You've seen them come and go. Franchise testosterone clinics that pop up and then whoosh, they're gone. These franchise clinics quickly find out it's not easy to compete with Limitless Male. Limitless is locally owned and operated with a flawless protocol that has elevated them to be the best in men's testosterone replacement and sexual performance. By adding GLP-1s, our patients are losing weight in a healthy way. To feel your optimal best, schedule a free consult at limitlessmale.com.
Load up on meat and more this summer at the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese at 84th and Havelock. This week's specials through August 20th is buy 2 New York strips, get 2 free, limit of 4. Also, $2 off all nuts. Location at 84th and Havelock and 30th and Yankee Hill in Lincoln, or 168th and Maple in Omaha. Get to the Mercado today for the best meat in town.
Hey, it's your girl Jordan from Sartor Heyman Jewelers. It's official. Wedding season is here. And we know that every detail counts. From bridal party gifts to the finishing touches for the bride and groom, discover our exclusive selection of watches and fine jewelry. Did you know we even offer in-house engraving? Celebrate your special day with a personal touch and a timeless gift they'll cherish forever. Until next time, this is Jordan at Sartor Heyman Jewelry. Happy shopping, guys.
Hey, it's Jake Sorensen. Tune in this Thursday, August 22nd, for Early Break live from the brand new Ruhlman Steakhouse in Ashland. We'll sample food throughout the broadcast and show off the newest steakhouse in the area this Thursday for Early Break live from Ruhlman Steakhouse in Ashland.
Follow the Huskers to the City of Angels when Nebraska plays at USC in November. Book your official Nebraska alumni travel package at HuskerFanTravel.com. Choose from 2 or 3 night options that include a downtown LA hotel, exclusive welcome event, game day transportation, and the official Husker Huddle pregame party. Add on game tickets for an optional upgrade. Transportation to and from LA not included. Join the official Nebraska alumni trip to see the Huskers play at USC. Spots are limited, so book your trip now at HuskerFanTravel.com.
It's game on at Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Nebraska's premier Kawasaki dealership. Score up to $2,000 off the brand new Kawasaki Ridge. Built for work or play, the Kawasaki Ridge takes off-road comfort to a whole new level. Rule the streets on an Indian motorcycle with customer cash and trade-in credits up to $2,000 during the month of August. On or off-road, Elway Power Sports of Lincoln has you covered with a large selection of motorcycles and side-by-sides in stock at their new 27th and I-80 location. Hurry in, the clock is running down.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with a child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
Hey guys, it's Bill Bush. Next Ag Appraisal and Realty has opened a new location in Pender, Nebraska, in addition to their office in Lincoln. The real estate world can be confusing, so why wouldn't you want an expert helping you every step of the way? If you're looking to buy or sell farmland in Nebraska, Kansas, or Iowa, give Ethan Sorensen a call today at 402-380-0432 or visit them online at nextagrealestate.com. Next Ag Appraisal and Realty with locations in Lincoln and now Pender, Nebraska.
Step into healing at Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery. Our team of top-notch medical professionals turns pain into progress with state-of-the-art treatments and compassionate care. Visit prairieortho.com and discover the difference in quality orthopedic and plastic surgery services tailored to your unique needs. Your health matters, and Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery is dedicated to helping you thrive. Reach your full potential. Embrace a better tomorrow with Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery.
Nebco is hiring CDL drivers for Ready Mixed Concrete, Husker Concrete, and Beatrice Concrete. Nebco offers great pay, medical and retirement benefits, paid time off, and they pay for CDL training. Apply today and start your new career with a $2,500 hiring bonus. From Nebco's beginning in 1908, it's the employees that have formed the company's solid foundation. Start your career today. Visit nebcoinc.com. That's NEBCOINC.com.
Garage doors can be expensive. Are you keeping yours in the best condition possible? This is Cameron Hall with Doors Plus. Doors Plus is a locally owned business that prides itself on the fast, reliable, and friendly service. Doors Plus offers flexible scheduling so you can book an appointment that fits your busy day. My team and I will come out to your property, both commercial and residential, and provide you with the necessary information you need to make sure your garage door is in working and smooth condition. Give Doors Plus a call today at 402-590-5800 to book an appointment and learn more about our preventative maintenance plans. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
The Link Grill, Draft, and Crafts is your spot in Southeast Lincoln for great food and drink. They're serving new menu items and a killer craft cocktail menu with your favorite draft beers. You'll love their pizza and new entree option. It's a great place to watch any live events, and they have music bingo every month. They have an aggressive loyalty program that rewards fans with 7% back on all purchases. Home of the Nebraska Power Hour every night from 8 to 9 p.m. Order online at thelnkgrill.com or stop in at 84th and Highway 2 today.
Back to old school with DP and J on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
What up, homies? All that hate from Austin is ridiculous. And here's the thing, man. I mean, I was on the ride down here, got a ride down here, and I this weekend they were playing Anthony Richardson. Is it Anthony Richardson?
Yeah.
He was playing, first I guess he said he could beat LeBron in a dunk contest now because he was LeBron's 40 or whatever, obviously he's a little bit older. But then I started to listen to him. He's like, oh, I'm 250 pounds, which I didn't realize he was 250 pounds. And, I know he runs a sub 4.6 and all this and all that. And then I walk in here and DP and Austin are talking about Big Ten quarterbacks in the NFL over time. And this man, Austin, has the nerve to say, we don't know about CJ Stroud. I mean, the blatant disrespect is, you can't even hide it. And it's not even different. It's just full-fledged hate.
Mm-hmm. Can I at least have 10 seconds to defend my position?
No.
CJ was great last year.
Okay.
I expect him to be great for years to come. It's also been 1 year.
Okay.
He doesn't get put on the all-time list quite yet, but he's certainly
in the same breath, you're talking about Anthony Richardson like he's done something. That
was not me.
No,
I wasn't saying that.
DP.
I'm excited for Anthony Richardson.
Hold on. Stop all talking, Austin. DP. How many times have we talked about top-rated quarterbacks and he brings up Anthony Richardson? Is it correct?
I'll accept it.
Yeah. You have different strokes for different folks, but different rules for different fools.
Rules for thee.
I did, and then here's what's funny. Anthony Richardson came to Houston and he got put to sleep permanently for the rest of the season. And now you're still talking about what he can do.
Rookie mistake. He's not a rookie anymore. You're ready for year 2.
I wish I had the outlook on every single of my pro teams like you do. You know what? You don't need to be a Colt fan. You sound like a Dallas Cowboy fan. This is the year.
I will tell you that over the last 15, 20 years, there has not been a more mid NFL team than the Colts. Really big highs, really low lows, pretty much all averages out to 500.
The Colts,
and you know what? I'm content with
You know what the Colts are?
They're
what the Colts are, DP? They're the equivalent of Phil Mickelson. Because if the Patriots weren't in their run, Peyton Manning would have 7 Super Bowls. If Tiger Woods wasn't around when Phil Mickelson was in his
They're the Mark Price of
No. I'm not even, that'd be disrespectful.
The Brad Doherty.
Listen, for everybody out there, if you have a pear-shaped body and you're 6'10", 6'11", and you have 3 dips in your mouth and you like NASCAR, you look at Brad Doherty and you could be potentially at NFL or NBA Hall of Fame.
Yep. Brad Doherty, Blackfoot, North Carolina.
They got him straight out the woods, man.
Straight out the woods.
Straight out of Hickville.
But
I thought my man Sean Bryson was country from Franklin, North Carolina.
Oh.
I don't know where he's from. Brad Doherty is a whole. Guarantee you,
country squared.
Guarantee you, he eats raccoons and squirrels. No doubt about it.
He's familiar. He is squirrel adjacent.
Squirrel soup.
Yeah,
because there's no way that you act like Brad Doherty. And I've met him once in Charlotte, and I looked at him and I said, "Man, you are a piece of work." Great
he's
guy,
proud of it.
But he's great. I mean, he was a great guy. But I looked at him. I've never seen anybody have a dip in his left side of what I don't know what this is called, your chin. Okay, and then another one opposite. Like he was trying to get like 45-degree angle, like dipness.
It's unpleasant. Because if you're talking to him and he's double dipping, you fully expect to be spat upon any moment.
Yeah.
And not clear spit, like a full tobacco spit.
Tobacco.
Yeah. And he had it all in his beard and stuff. It's just all flavor saver.
Ooh. Texter says, settle it with a bet. What quarterback will do it better?
What did he
this
say?
year?
Between who?
Richardson and
that's not
Stroud.
even close. It's not even
yeah,
close.
CJ's gonna have the better numbers.
We're gonna beat you, Austin.
Richardson's
it's not even close.
have the division title though.
If you saw how we handled Pittsburgh, you need to be scared about what them Buffalo Bills is doing.
Pittsburgh.
Yeah. Listen, Austin, your first quarter of your season is going to be horrible for you. You're going to be Jake Sorensen-esque.
Jake didn't handle the payoff very well.
Here's what Jake. See, here's the thing about Jake. He's excited about Tua getting that new money. Here's how I know Tua's not going to play good. He talking straight cash. You know what now? He talking about Brian Flores. He said, "Show me the money." Tua's like, I got over on you. It's over. They gave Waddle money. Tua money and for whatever Tyreek Hill money based on some fictitious rating from players. His buddies.
Yeah.
And here's how I know that
Collusion.
Here's how I know it's fictitious. I'll never forget, and I will not name names, but we were playing the Cincinnati Bengals. Two guys from Auburn on opposite sides of the ball. You know, you walk and, you know, dap up or whatever. Hey, man, you got your guys lined up to vote for me for the Pro Bowl? Yeah, I got you. You got your guys? Yeah. I said, this is a travesty. Now, one guy
Stop the steal.
One guy actually should make it, and he should be in the Hall of Fame. But I was like, man, you got to be. I mean, but that's how business is done.
Stealing money.
Is that a don't hate the player, hate the game scenario?
That's just play the game. It's not even hate the player, hate the game. It's just the way things are done, and that's fine. I mean, I was naive and dumb at that point, and I can admit it. I was out there saying, all right, well, if I play good, I'm going to give up. Nah, that's not how it works.
Who you know, Jay Foreman? Not what you know.
I walked around for a whole off season in Minneapolis and obviously Houston when I was first alternate, because I was just as, now I got a little bonus off it. So that's obviously why I was really, you know, I really was in there like George Jefferson walking in there, but that was as good as making it for me. Now it's because actually the guys that made it were legit. Ray Lewis, Zach Thomas, Junior Seau. I can't.
Yeah.
You're gonna walk up to one of them and say,
"Yeah, lead the league in tackles, second in tackles for losses for inside linebacker." Yeah, that's great, but these dudes got. I can't sit up here and say, you know what? I understand.
Well, that's the legacy award. You get the
but
award.
They played though. I mean, Zach Thomas was cold blooded, and at times he actually, in my opinion, outperformed Ray Lewis as far as big impact plays. Now I know the defense was set up different. In Baltimore, it was a totally different style of conferences and all that stuff. And what people don't understand is like the difference between the game now and then the guys that played back then. So like, just take, for instance, Troy Polamalu and Ed Reed. Just take those two. They would be the best safeties of all time right now. Because number one, they pass more in this day and age of college, or not a college, of pro football. And the quarterbacks are so bad. So, and this isn't like sitting on my lawn. I'm an old guy, and we walk 10 miles to school DP, and it's
uphill both ways.
Uphills both ways
in the snow with no shoes.
It's actually reality. The emphasis on the run game was there then, so that means you're not the clock. The games are shorter as far as because the clock runs, and the passing game was predicated on physicality because we were able to be more physical on defense and they had to be more physical on offense. Whereas now it's more plays, more opportunities, worse. I don't have to convince you guys. The quarterback play at every level is atrocious. Right? So the quarterback play is atrocious. So then therefore you get more freebies and they throw it more. So if you look at Troy Polamalu's numbers or Ed Reed's or, Sean Taylor didn't pass away or anybody, if they played right now, it wouldn't even be fair.
Can I ask you, I think I literally had planned to talk to Barry Thompson at 6:00, but you said quarterback play is terrible.
That's just my opinion.
Okay.
They're playing the position, not talent, not arm talent, not all that. I'm talking about operating as a quarterback and winning football games.
And why do you think that is?
Because I think the fundamentals of playing the position is no longer an emphasis at grade school, middle school, high school, and sometimes in college. I've seen you do one thing, that means it, and they don't like, okay, let's just take managing a game, because they don't call plays. So everything they're doing is is hand fed to them, so they don't have to play there's an art to playing quarterback. There's an art to what Tom Brady was able to do. There's an art to where like Brett Favre was able to play. Peyton Manning was able to do it. These guys these days, they don't do that because they go from 7-on-7 where like it also doesn't help defenders or receivers. Right? Okay, let's just take a quarterback play. There's no pass rush. You don't have to move in the pocket. You don't have to like reset yourself in the pocket. Like Tom Brady, and I always say Dan Marino, he could move in the pocket so efficiently. He didn't have to. He would dominate right now because he knew how to continue to look downfield, keep his shoulder squares or whatever, and he had a quick release, but he knew how to just like move a little bit in the pocket. They're not doing that in 7-on-7. Right? Now you're getting it, and then also defenders. We saw it with Bookie from Mike
Bradley Hiles.
Yeah, Bradley. His name was Bookie, right?
Yeah.
So what did we see from him, DP? I don't know if you remember. You weren't. I don't know. You weren't here when Bookie was getting recruited. It's right before you got here. He went out to that Nike Elite Camp, and they were showing things. Oh, he was jamming guys up. Well, he was literally crowding the line of scrimmage. He's not, and goes both ways. I'm a defender. He's not having to worry about run. He's pass interfering. And then guess what? Remember when he was at Oklahoma, he led the nation in pass interference. So it goes both ways. It's that the fundamentals of football is not there.
So back on quarterback specifically, are you saying that essentially quarterbacks are just memorizing the answers to the test and there's not as much critical thinking that goes into the position?
If you guys,
Very formulaic,
if you guys went to school when I went to school and took Greek mythology, you had to try harder at not passing the class and getting an A than getting it. And I won't tell you how you knew how to get an A. These quarterbacks are being told what to do, one read and do it. Now, that's why the guys that actually can play the position of quarterback, Patrick Mahomes, A.A. Ron, all these other guys, that's why they're going to play forever because they're able to do things that's going to have longevity. Me and DP talked about it very frankly about Cam Newton. Cam Newton was one of the most unstoppable forces to step foot in the NFL. No different than Derrick Henry or Randy. That's how great Cam Newton wasn't good. He was great. He was unstoppable for a 6 to 8 year period. I don't know until he started to really wear down. What really I felt that like selfishly, that I got let down, or not let down by Cam, that I would have liked to seen him do is be able to have that Tom Brady in his game so he could have continued to use the things that made him unstoppable in year 10, 12, 13, 14. Now, granted, going to New England and the way that they were trying to use him and all that wasn't to his skill set. So I think the quarterback play is bad because of the way they've changed college football. I think when you put in the spread offense, it no longer was playing quarterback like you needed to at the youth level. It's like, let's get our best athlete. And be frank, where I grew up, maybe I would have been that quarterback, right? So you're the best athlete on the field. Let's put the ball in his hand as many times as possible. Let's not teach him how to play quarterback. And when we run this offense, it's one read and throw it, or we're throwing it up deep and get a pass interference or a big play.
Yeah, Cam from 2011 to 2018 was different.
So that's 8 years.
Yeah.
And first of all, his first game, he said, listen, you thought old boy Locklear from Washington or the other dude from Missouri is supposed to be number one. I'm just going to throw for 500 yards coming right out the rip. Right out the rip. In the year that Cam was the most unstoppable, he had Ted Ginn Jr. was his receiver. Now he had Greg Olsen, who I think is a Hall of Famer.
Yep.
And then they had Cottrey as well. So he didn't have a number. He didn't have Steve Smith then.
Right.
Now he had Steve Smith majority of it, but I mean so I think the overall quarterback play, and I'm sure Barry Thompson could tell you a lot more because he's an expert. I think the overall this is start to finish. That means let's just go from high school to pros. If you take every quarterback play, I think it's horrible. I think if it was good, I think that you wouldn't have that much turnover. You wouldn't have Daniel Jones playing the way that he's playing.
Hey, that's a $160 million quarterback, Jay.
I don't
Clearly,
care
he's good at the position.
Right, good for him. He got paid, but I mean, well, okay. Let me ask you guys this: what quarterback with the plum nickel you seen throw those interceptions? Now, interceptions happen all the time. Practice, preseason, and regular season games, and Super Bowl. What quarterback have you seen in let's just say the last 6 years in the NFL that's worth a plum nickel? That's my grandma used to say, with a plum nickel. Because she always tell me, like, when I clean my room, it'd be horrible. She's like, boy, you ain't worth a plum nickel. I don't know what plum nickel is, but it means like I ain't worth nothing. Have those type of interceptions. And also, DP, in a controlled environment, when you're getting basic defenses and basic plays. Have you seen any?
Nope.
I got nothing.
Kyle Wilson. Never.
Zach Wilson.
You know, I feel sorry.
He's my answer for everything.
Hold on. I feel sorry for my man Wilson out there in Denver. He don't have a chance in hell to start. He's in there with the third or fourth team. He's trying his damnness, right? He's actually trying to do the right thing, and he has no help.
Yeah, and they're not really working for him to put him in situations where he should succeed. It looked like it was kind of a mail-in. Get through how you get through.
Yeah, you're going to be like our third quarterback. You'll be up and down in practice. You know, it's going to come down to salary cap.
Would you like to know what a plum nickel is?
Is this the same? Is this the Urban Dictionary?
No, this is just general.
Okay, let me hear
it. So a plum nickel, also called a plugged nickel, is a nickel that has the center taken out. So there's a hole in it, and it decreases the metal value of the coin.
There you go.
So it was not
you
worth
ain't none.
lesser money.
Yeah.
So.
There you go.
Thank you, Internet.
Yeah, there you go. Now, can you put plum nickel into Urban Dictionary? What do you think that go in there?
Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. No, don't do that.
We're not on stream?
No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't need that conversation. You got kids in the car.
Yeah, I know, right? Little Greg in the back.
Right.
Daddy, what's a plum nickel?
Right.
I had to look it up, and it's exactly what we were saying from the Internet. So
yeah.
We're good.
There you go. We're good.
Well
See,
done.
it travels. Ebonics travels.
Well done.
There you go, man. Anyways, a good segment there. Quarterbacks in the Big Ten. We'll see, man. Here's what I think: playing college football now is the easiest thing to do.
It seems difficult for some programs around the country.
No, I'm just talking about me individually. If I came here or anywhere.
Yeah, just the thing. How many teams, Jay Foreman, actually have a chance to win the national title football? Yeah, that's the question for after the break.
Yeah. Let's take a quick break. We'll be right back. That's a good question because I think it parallels the NFL though.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna think about that on both ends. Jay Foreman, DP Austin. We'll be right back.
You're listening to Old School with DP and J. Download the mobile app and listen wherever you are on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
At Fairway Meat Market, your family. And as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. Now, through August 25th, enjoy 8-ounce USDA Choice New York strip steaks for $5.99 each, all natural pork belly for $2.99 per pound, all natural boneless shoulder pork roast for $1.99 per pound, and Bush Light 30 packs for $17.99 per pack if you buy 2. That's all at Fairway Meat Market in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center just south of 84th and Van Dorn. It's the fall sports season, and that means that the school year is back in session and you're planning road trips for Nebraska football games and following your kids around to their different events. Stop telling yourself you'll upgrade your car someday and do it now. Mullen Motors Lot is full of great vehicles to take home so you don't have to worry about your current car struggling through another season. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Lake and find your next ride. As your fall schedule gets busy, you'll need a reliable way to get to your destinations. Mullen Motors.
No taglines, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
Summer concerts keep rolling at Pinewood Bowl with a great show on Wednesday, August 21st. Blue October headlines a trifecta of artists with Switchfoot and Matt Nathanson starting things off. Don't miss Blue October, Switchfoot, and Matt Nathanson on Wednesday, August 21st at Pinewood Bowl. Get tickets today at Ticketmaster.com.
Step into healing at Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery. Our team of top-notch medical professionals turns pain into progress with state-of-the-art treatments and compassionate care. Visit prairieortho.com and discover the difference in quality orthopedic and plastic surgery services tailored to your unique needs. Your health matters, and Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery is dedicated to helping you thrive. Reach your full potential. Embrace a better tomorrow with Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery.
MWR is dedicated to building attractive, affordable steel buildings that exceed your expectations. From commercial or residential to agricultural storage, steel buildings are cost-effective, attractive, and versatile. Plus, they're a lasting investment and an ideal choice. MWR uses Sentinel Building Systems out of Albion and can service you all over the state and region. If you have interest in a steel building, post frame building, or fencing, give MWR a call today at 402-980-5273 or go to mwrbuildingandfence.com.
Garage doors can be expensive. Are you keeping yours in the best condition possible? This is Cameron Hall with Doors Plus. Doors Plus is a locally owned business that prides itself on the fast, reliable, and friendly service. Doors Plus offers flexible scheduling so you can book an appointment that fits your busy day. My team and I will come out to your property, both commercial and residential, and provide you with the necessary information you need to make sure your garage door is in working and smooth condition. Give Doors Plus a call today at 402-590-5800 to book an appointment and learn more about our preventative maintenance plans. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
What's it take to be a mentor with big brothers, big sisters? It takes 30 minutes and a cup of coffee. A video game, best 2 out of 3. It takes sharing thumbs up emojis, clapping emojis, and loaded nachos at halftime. That's how you make an impact on a young kid's life. So go on, share a few hours a month, because mentorship may sound huge, but the truth is, it takes little to be big.
To learn more, volunteer, or donate, go to bbbslincoln.org.
You're spending $300 a month. Binge drinking is the most common form of excessive drinking, which costs the United States more than $191 billion each year. By drinking less, you will save $300 a month. If you or a loved one is looking for help, find a treatment facility near you at findtreatment.gov. For immediate support, call, text, or chat 988.
Brought to you by Nebraska DHHS in partnership with SAMHSA.
Back to old school with DP and J on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
What up, last segment on this Monday? Human out there, but it's all good in the hood. But the question is, how many teams can win a national championship? Realistically, I'll go 6 plus a surprise 1.5.
Okay.
So 6 to 8 teams. Because I always think there's one team that people kind of like, oh, they could be good, but actually are a lot better than people give them credit for.
Who you got?
Well, I mean, the knowns. Obviously, I think Ohio State, Bama, Georgia. I guess I'll throw Ole Miss in there. Right? Oregon. So that's 5.
ESPN had
Texas?
Ole Miss as
Texas,
the 18th,
Texas.
as the 18th most likely to win it.
That's just because the Ole Miss is going to Ole Miss. And in the bet, you know what? Sometimes I go down the rabbit hole on social media and replay when the egg is it the Egg Bowl? Egg Bowl?
Yep.
When my man scored and he did the pee on the like a dog,
Elijah Moore.
and I listened to the Russian call. I don't need to listen to the English one, the Russian. He's like, Elijah Moore. Oh no, yeah. So I guess Ole Miss will Ole Miss. They got a really good roster. I would obviously throw Texas in there.
They have Texas at number 9, most likely.
That's a good place for them.
9th most likely.
But Texas and Ole Miss are a little bit like the same, in my opinion, and from experience. Remember when Texas beat Georgia, and was the quarterback that played for, and he's like, "We're back." They were horrible next, and the same thing with Ole Miss. They got the quarterback, they got running backs, they had the best, second or third best transfer portal recruiting class. Right? They got legit guys out there. They got the schedule, they got the opportunity, they got the coach that's not going anywhere. They'll mess around and lose it like Vanderbilt or somebody.
There is also a list of schools most likely to lose the national championship off the field.
That's Georgia.
Which was...
It's got to be Georgia.
Well, Ole Miss was number 3.
And it's different.
Well, they were speaking of sororities.
I wasn't thinking like that. I was thinking Ole Miss with here's what's with the issues on campus at Ole Miss. It's just obviously they just have always had racial issues or racism issues down there. And here's what's the sneaky thing about what obviously we play Colorado is people don't understand in Boulder and the University of Colorado, they've had. I'm talking about serious racism, racial issues down on their campus. But they've had three African American coaches because they had obviously Mel Tucker, Dion, and what's the guy before Mel Tucker? He was a former alum and he came from UCLA.
Yeah.
Carl, somebody.
Durrell.
Yeah, Durrell. Yeah. That's what probably affected Ole Miss more than anything. Sororities and maybe the partying, but not much.
Austin, what's your list?
My list is very similar to Jay's. It's Ohio State, Bama, Georgia, Oregon, Texas that I feel are in that conversation. Oregon's probably the 5th, so I'd flop them in Texas.
They have Texas at 8.
You can talk me into that list, and then it's going to take something we haven't seen from anyone else. I'm not buying LSU. I'm not buying Penn State. Not buying Notre Dame necessarily.
What about
Oklahoma,
Florida State?
No. Florida State.
You about to see Saturday.
They have Florida State at 11.
You about to see Saturday.
You could talk me into them, but they're in that 1.5 category for me.
So in reverse order, Michigan, Florida State, Oklahoma, Tennessee, Missouri, Alabama, and then the top 6 most likely teams to win. Those teams didn't make the top 6 and most likely to win a national championship. At 6 is Penn State. At 5, Notre Dame. At 4, Ohio State. 3, Texas. 2, Oregon. 1, Georgia.
See, with Penn State, they're in that 1.5. I think that their defense, that front 7 is as good as anybody's. Legit. The defense in general is legit. They got pieces on offense. They got a quarterback. They got receivers.
We'll see about the quarterback.
They got 80. Well, just potential, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming he's over the way he played and the way the plays were called last year against Ohio State.
I love their coordinator hires.
Right. So that's why I think he'll be better. I think the coordinator didn't help him last year, especially against Ohio State. Can James Franklin do it?
Yep.
How much time we got?
How long do you want to go?
We got 1 minute. Okay. 1 minute. And I'm gonna tell you this right here. Okay. Against top 10 teams, James Franklin 3-22. My man Lane Kiffin, Bloomington Jefferson Jaguar alumni. Yeah, we put his head to bed on homecoming. Yeah, Lane, I'm talking mad junk. Thank you for the scholarship because I picked you off twice. He's 3-15. Steve Sarkisian, right? Texas is supposed to be good. They're 4-14. That's in the Big 12. That lets me know you have a lot of letdown. Brian Kelly, LSU, all that talent, 6-20. There's an art to winning, man.
Especially in games that matter.
Yeah.
Well done.
Down in Baton Rouge.
Well done.
I'd like to go down there and shrimp down there. I'd like to go down there one time and do that.
Yeah,
I've been watching that on the internet. I think I can do that.
All I'm here now is Cat Williams impersonation.
We're out of here, man. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Are you ready to join a family-owned local company that values innovation, integrity, and excellence? Look no further than Lincoln Industries. They're hiring for first and third shift production roles, as well as multiple engineering and sales positions. Whether you're an engineer ready to design groundbreaking solutions or a sales professional eager to connect with clients, they've got a place for you. Come join their family. Visit www.lincolnindustries.com for more information.
Are you looking to get into the electrical construction industry or wanting a new scene? The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits.